Beneath the golden sands of Egypt lies a world of forgotten secrets and untold mysteries. In this video, we journey deep into the heart of ancient Egypt to uncover what still remains hidden after thousands of years. From unexplained tombs to cryptic symbols and lost technologies, the legacy of the pharaohs continues to puzzle modern science. Were they simply rulers, or something more? Join us as we explore the latest discoveries and enduring enigmas that challenge everything we thought we knew. This is Secrets of the Pharaohs, what ancient Egypt still hides. Don't blink, you might miss a clue. Secrets of the Pharaohs, what ancient Egypt still hides. Few civilizations in history have captured the imagination of the world like ancient Egypt. With its towering pyramids, majestic temples, and enigmatic hieroglyphs, Egypt evokes images of grandeur, mystery, and deep spiritual complexity. At the center of this civilization stood the pharaohs, kings who were not just rulers but living gods, intermediaries between the heavens and the earth. Despite centuries of archaeological work and scholarly study, many secrets still lie buried beneath Egypt's sands. These hidden truths concern not just tombs and treasures, but also the inner workings of society, religion, technology, and the fate of lost knowledge. This essay explores the enduring mysteries of ancient Egypt, shedding light on what we know and what remains concealed about one of history's most fascinating empires. The enigmatic role of the pharaohs. The pharaohs were the focal point of ancient Egyptian civilization. They were divine monarchs whose authority was rooted in both political power and religious legitimacy. But despite their prominent role, much about the pharaohs remains unclear. We know that rulers like Ramses II, Akhenaten, and Tutankhamun played pivotal roles in shaping the culture, yet their private lives, personalities, and even the full extent of their accomplishments are still debated. For instance, the Amarna period under Pharaoh Akhenaten presents a dramatic shift in Egyptian religious practice, from polytheism to a near monotheistic worship of the sun disk Aten. Akhenaten's reign was radical, yet many of the details were later erased by successors attempting to restore the old order. Why was Akhenaten's vision so controversial? Was it purely theological, or did it threaten entrenched political powers? The answers remain speculative. Similarly, the famous boy king Tutankhamun is well known for his richly adorned tomb, but little is known about his rule. His sudden death at a young age has led to numerous theories, ranging from accidental injury to political assassination. Modern technology like CT scans has provided some clues, but definitive answers still elude historians. Mysteries of the Pyramids. Perhaps the most iconic symbol of ancient Egypt is the Great Pyramid of Giza, a structure so precise and enduring that it continues to astonish engineers and archaeologists. Built for Pharaoh Khufu around 2580 BC, the Great Pyramid is aligned with cardinal points to an extraordinary degree of accuracy, contains interior chambers whose purpose is still unclear, and was constructed using millions of limestone blocks, some weighing over 50 tons. Despite extensive study, several aspects of pyramid construction remain mysterious. Construction techniques. How did the Egyptians move such massive stones without the use of wheels or modern machinery? Theories range from ramps to levers to unknown technologies, but there is no consensus. Labor force. Early historians believed slaves built the pyramids, but newer evidence suggests a well-fed, skilled labor force. Who exactly were these workers, and how were such massive projects organized? Hidden chambers. Advanced tools like muon tomography have revealed previously unknown voids in the Great Pyramid. What lies within these spaces? Are they ceremonial chambers, structural anomalies, or something else entirely? The pyramids are not just tombs. They may also represent complex symbolic and astronomical knowledge. The precise alignment with Orion's belt and the solstices implies a deep understanding of the cosmos that we still struggle to fully interpret. The Lost Labyrinth of Egypt. One of the most tantalizing legends from antiquity is the Lost Labyrinth of Egypt described by Greek historian Herodotus. According to his account, the labyrinth was a colossal building near the city of Hawara, larger than all the Greek monuments combined, with thousands of rooms, chambers, and underground levels. Modern surveys have detected a massive structure beneath the sands at Hawara using ground-penetrating radar. However, excavation has been limited and the full extent of the site remains unexplored. If Herodotus's descriptions are accurate, this labyrinth could contain invaluable insights into the administrative and religious life of ancient Egypt, including potentially lost texts and unknown rulers. So why hasn't the labyrinth been unearthed? Bureaucratic limitations, conservation concerns, and political instability have all played a role. As a result, one of Egypt's greatest potential discoveries remains hidden just beneath the surface: the disappearance of Queen Nefertiti. Nefertiti, the wife of Akhenaten, is one of the most famous figures in Egyptian history, yet her fate remains a mystery. Revered for her beauty and often portrayed as a powerful co-ruler, Nefertiti's sudden disappearance from the historical record has puzzled Egyptologists for decades. Some theories suggest that she changed her name and ruled as Pharaoh Smenkhare, possibly even as a female king. Others argue she fell from grace, died prematurely, or was deliberately erased from history. Despite the intense search, her tomb has never been found. In 2015, radar scans of Tutankhamun's tomb in the Valley of the Kings suggested the possibility of a hidden chamber, perhaps even Nefertiti's final resting place, but conclusive proof remains elusive. Her lost tomb, if discovered, could be one of the most significant archaeological finds of all time, potentially rewriting the story of Egypt's 18th dynasty. The Book of Thoth and Lost Knowledge. According to Egyptian mythology, the god Thoth was the patron of wisdom, magic, and writing. A legendary text known as the Book of Thoth is said to contain the secrets of the gods, powerful knowledge capable of giving humans control over the heavens, earth, and underworld. While no copy of the actual Book of Thoth has ever been found, echoes of its mythological significance persist in later Hermetic and alchemical traditions. Ancient texts discovered in the Temple of Edfu hint at a once vast library of sacred knowledge, much of which was lost or destroyed during foreign invasions and religious shifts, particularly during the Greco-Roman and early Christian periods. The destruction of the Library of Alexandria may have further erased crucial links to Egyptian knowledge systems, including astronomy, medicine, and sacred geometry. Could fragments of this lost wisdom still be hidden in tombs, buried temples, or untranscribed scrolls? The secret chambers of the Sphinx. The Great Sphinx of Giza is another enigmatic monument whose purpose and origins are still hotly debated. While mainstream archaeology dates the Sphinx to around 2500 BC and attributes it to Pharaoh Khafre, some researchers suggest it may be far older, based on signs of water erosion on the body. The idea that the Sphinx may predate dynastic Egypt opens the door to radical theories of an earlier, forgotten civilization. Adding to the mystery is the persistent legend, found in various ancient texts, of secret chambers beneath the Sphinx, possibly containing records of a pre-Egyptian civilization or even the fabled Hall of Records. Modern scans have revealed anomalies beneath the Sphinx's paws, but full excavation has not been permitted. Whether these voids contain anything of significance remains one of Egyptology's most tantalizing unknowns. The Curse of the Pharaohs. When Howard Carter opened the tomb of Tutankhamun in 1922, a series of mysterious deaths followed, leading to the popularization of the so-called Curse of the Pharaohs. While modern science attributes these deaths to mold, toxins, or coincidence, the idea of spiritual protection surrounding tombs has ancient roots. Egyptians believed in powerful magical rituals designed to protect the dead and deter tomb robbers. The concept of a curse fits within this belief system, and while there's no proven supernatural force at work, the psychological and cultural impact of these beliefs cannot be ignored. This also underscores how much of Egypt's cultural context is still not fully understood. Their rituals, incantations, and cosmological views operated within a symbolic system we are only beginning to decode. Untranslated texts and undeciphered symbols. While the Rosetta Stone allowed scholars to decode Egyptian hieroglyphs in the 19th century, Thousands of inscriptions, papyri, and carvings remain untranslated or only partially understood. Some of this is due to damage or erosion, but much is due to symbolic complexity and a lack of comparable references. For example, the pyramid texts, coffin texts, and Book of the Dead are not simply religious documents. They are esoteric manuals filled with coded meanings. Scholars continue to debate how literally or metaphorically these texts should be interpreted. Are they spiritual guides, ritual instructions, or maps of consciousness? Moreover, lesser-known symbols in tombs and temple reliefs, such as the Djed pillar, the Ankh, and the Waz scepter, carry layers of meaning that may represent energy systems, philosophical principles, or lost technologies. Until these are fully decoded, a complete understanding of ancient Egyptian worldviews will remain out of reach. The secrets of the pharaohs are not confined to tombs and treasure. They extend into the realms of lost knowledge, alternative histories, spiritual philosophies, and unexplained technologies. While modern archaeology has answered many questions about ancient Egypt, it has also uncovered new mysteries. Each discovery seems to deepen the enigma rather than resolve it. From the hidden chambers of the pyramids and Sphinx to the lost tomb of Nefertiti and the whispers of the Book of Thoth, ancient Egypt continues to guard its most profound truths. In many ways, the civilization was a bridge between the human and the divine, between the temporal and the eternal. Its legacy challenges us to rethink our assumptions about ancient history, technological capability, and the nature of human consciousness. As science and technology advance, through tools like ground-penetrating radar, AI-based translation, and 3D scanning, we may come closer to unlocking these secrets. But perhaps some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved, preserved in the eternal silence of the desert sands, reminding us that the past still holds the keys to understanding ourselves. Construction techniques, how ancient civilizations built the impossible. Throughout history, ancient civilizations achieved astonishing feats of engineering that continue to baffle modern scientists and architects. Towering pyramids, monolithic temples, and intricately designed cities were built long before the advent of modern machinery. Among the most iconic are the pyramids of Giza, Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, and the Great Wall of China. How did people in antiquity, without the benefit of cranes, engines, or computers, create such enduring structures? This essay explores the various construction techniques of ancient civilizations, focusing in particular on ancient Egypt, while drawing comparisons with similar achievements across the ancient world. Ancient Egypt, masters of monumental architecture. Ancient Egypt, especially during the Old and Middle Kingdom periods, circa 2700 to 1650 BCE, developed some of the most advanced construction techniques known to antiquity. Their engineering achievements culminated in the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. 1. Planning and surveying. Before a single stone was laid, Egyptian builders demonstrated remarkable skill in surveying and site selection. The orientation of the pyramids, particularly the Great Pyramid of Khufu, is aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal points north, south, east, west. This precision suggests a sophisticated understanding of astronomy and geometry. Tools such as the Merkit, a sighting instrument, and plumbobs were likely used for alignment and leveling. The planning stage may have also involved creating scale models or blueprints in sand or clay. The ancient Egyptians used units like the royal cubit, approximately 52.4 centimeters, and palm, 7.5 centimeters, for standardized measurements. 2. Quarrying and transporting stones. The Great Pyramid is made of approximately 2.3 million limestone blocks, with an estimated weight between 2 and 80 tons each. Quarrying these stones was no small feat. Workers used copper tools, chisels, saws, and drills, and sometimes employed pounding stones made of dolerite to chip away at the rock. The logistics of transporting these stones from the quarries to the construction site have long puzzled historians. Recent discoveries have provided new insight. In 2018, archaeologists uncovered a papyrus belonging to Miro, an overseer of stone transportation. It detailed how limestone was shipped via the Nile and canal systems on wooden boats. On land, stones were likely dragged using wooden sleds. A painting from the tomb of Jehutinotep shows workers pouring water on sand in front of a sled to reduce friction, a method confirmed effective by modern physics. 3. Construction of the pyramids. One of the most hotly debated topics in archaeology is how the pyramids were built. Several theories have been proposed. Straight ramp theory. A long, straight ramp was built from the quarry to the pyramid. However, this would have required more material than the pyramid itself and would be difficult to construct as the pyramid rose. Spiral ramp theory. A spiral ramp wound around the outside of the pyramid. This would allow continuous lifting of blocks as the pyramid grew in height. Internal ramp theory, proposed by French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin. This theory posits a spiral ramp inside the pyramid, invisible from the outside, used to haul stones up as construction progressed. Levers and counterweights. Some suggest a system of levers or primitive cranes may have been used in conjunction with manpower and ramps. Each theory has its merits and challenges, and it's possible that a combination of methods was employed depending on the project phase. 4. Finishing and polishing. Once the core structure was complete, outer casing stones, usually polished white limestone, were applied to give the pyramid a smooth, reflective surface. These blocks were cut with extreme precision. Many of these casing stones have eroded or were removed for other construction projects over the centuries. Temples and obelisks. Beyond pyramids, Egypt is also renowned for its grand temples and monolithic obelisks, such as those at Karnak, Luxor, and Abu Simbel. Obelisks, one-stone wonders. Obelisks were carved from single pieces of granite, often sourced from the quarries at Aswan. The unfinished obelisk, which remains in its quarry, shows how these monuments were cut from the bedrock using dolerite pounding stones and chisels. Transporting and erecting these monoliths, some weighing over 300 tons, was a Herculean task. While there is no definitive evidence of how they were erected, most scholars believe that obelisks were raised using earthen ramps and counterweights. Boats known as Khufu ships might have been used to transport them along the Nile. Temples, structural sophistication. Temples such as Karnak feature colossal columns, lintels, and detailed carvings. These were constructed using post and lintel techniques, with large stones carefully placed atop columns. Mortise and tenon joints helped stabilize elements, and relief carvings were often made after construction using copper or bronze tools. Comparative ancient techniques. To better understand the construction genius of ancient Egypt, it's useful to compare it with the techniques used by other ancient civilizations. 1. Mesopotamia, ziggurats and mud bricks. In Mesopotamia, builders used sun-dried and kiln-fired mud bricks rather than stone due to material availability. Ziggurats, massive step pyramids, were constructed with internal cores of mud brick and exterior layers of baked brick. Bitumen was used as mortar and waterproofing. 2. Mesoamerica, the Mayans and Aztecs. The Mayans built step pyramids, like El Castillo at Chichén Itzá, without metal tools or wheels. They quarried limestone with stone tools and used wooden rollers and manpower. Like Egyptians, they had advanced understanding of astronomy and aligned their buildings with celestial events. 3. Greece and Rome, stone masonry and concrete. The Greeks perfected stone masonry, using cranes and pulleys to erect massive temples like the Parthenon. The Romans went a step further, inventing concrete, a revolutionary material. Roman concrete, opus cementitium, allowed for arches, vaults, and domes, including the Pantheon's massive dome. 4. China, the Great Wall and rammed earth. Chinese builders used rammed earth and later bricks to construct the Great Wall. Ramming involved compacting layers of earth within wooden frames, a surprisingly durable technique still used in some eco-construction today. Later sections used stone and bricks laid with lime mortar. 5. Peru, the Inca and precision stonework. Inca stonework, such as seen in Machu Picchu and Sacsayhuaman, involved fitting stone so precisely that no mortar was needed. Theories suggest that stones were shaped by repeatedly pounding and polishing with harder stones, combined with levers and rolling systems to position them. Workforce and labor organization. One of the myths about ancient construction is that it relied solely on slavery. However, evidence from ancient Egypt suggests a more complex picture. The builders of the pyramids lived in nearby worker villages, had access to medical care, were fed meat and beer, and worked in organized crews with specific roles. The workforce was likely seasonal, mobilized during the Nile's annual flood when agriculture paused. Specialized labor divisions included stonecutters, haulers, masons, and overseers. This complex organization is a testament to Egypt's administrative capabilities. Tools and innovations. Although ancient tools were basic by today's standards, they were ingeniously used. Copper and bronze tools, used for cutting limestone and sandstone, later replaced by iron. Plumb lines and levels, helped ensure horizontal alignment. Ropes and pulleys, used for lifting and positioning. Wooden sleds and rollers, assisted in moving heavy materials. Mortar and gypsum plaster, used in brickwork and ceiling joints. Over time, each civilization adapted and improved upon these methods, often independently. Scientific insights and experimental archaeology. Modern researchers have recreated ancient construction techniques to better understand them. Egyptologist Mark Leaner constructed a small pyramid using traditional tools and 200 volunteers, demonstrating that even massive stones could be moved with sleds and ramps. Jean-Pierre Houdin's 3D models of the internal ramp theory for the Great Pyramid have sparked renewed interest in alternative construction strategies. Modern LiDAR and scanning technology continue to uncover lost sites and structural anomalies, opening new avenues of understanding. These studies show that ancient techniques were not primitive, but rather the product of deep empirical knowledge and problem-solving. Enduring legacy. The achievements of ancient builders were not merely technical, they were also cultural and symbolic. Monumental architecture reflected religious beliefs, social organization, and cosmic order. The precision and durability of these structures underscore the intelligence and resilience of ancient civilizations. Today's architects still draw inspiration from ancient design, incorporating pyramids, columns, arches, and earth techniques into modern buildings. The sustainability and ingenuity of ancient methods are being revisited in light of climate challenges and resource scarcity. The construction techniques of ancient civilizations demonstrate that even with limited tools, immense creativity and determination can produce wonders that defy time. Ancient Egypt, with its pyramids, temples, and obelisks, stands as a beacon of human ingenuity. Through meticulous planning, organized labor, and a profound understanding of materials and the environment, they achieved what modern machinery might struggle to replicate. While many mysteries remain, such as the exact methods used to lift stones, the logistics of long-distance transport, or the tools used for precision carving, what is clear is that ancient builders were engineers, artists, and visionaries. Their legacy continues to challenge our perceptions of the past and inspire future generations to ask not just how something was built, but why. Understanding these construction techniques helps us not only appreciate ancient achievements, but also apply their wisdom to modern challenges in sustainable and innovative ways. Thanks for diving into the mysteries of ancient Egypt with us. If you enjoyed uncovering the secrets of the pharaohs, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. What do you think Egypt still hides beneath its sands? Drop your theories in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. For more ancient mysteries and forgotten histories, check out our other videos linked right here. Until next time, keep exploring the past to unlock the truth. Who knows what secrets are still waiting to be discovered? See you in the next video.